Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Welcome to a new video of the Drift Civic build, the rear-wheel driven Honda Civic Coupe. And over here is the tunnel. It's already in, but not completely because the tunnel didn't fit, of course, for 100%. So we had to do some panel work, a lot of panel work, and I am not finished yet. And we had some bad luck the past weekends because we couldn't work on this car. We didn't have time. As we only can work on this car in the weekends and not every weekend, unfortunately. But here I am. It's Valentine's Day today, and as you can see, I'm not celebrating Valentine's Day. I'm working on this car because I don't care about Valentine's Day. So what's the perfect thing to do on Valentine's Day? Working on your car. So as you can see, I think this is the job which requires the most time and patience. And especially patience. In this video I'm going to show you how we fit in the tunnel and the panel work. As we all might know, that Japanese sheet metal is not the thickest. It's quite shitty sheet metal, so it's terrible metal to weld on. You can burn through easily, so the welds are not perfect on the sheet metal. It's terrible if you look at it. It's still important to close every gap, every hole to make the car sealed and ready for painting. And the tunnel over here, I don't know if I'm gonna grind it, but we wanted to insulate the tunnel as well. So eventually we're gonna build a frame as well under the car, on the outside of the car, but under the car. I'm not gonna show it into this video. Let's start from the beginning. So here we are again, working on the tunnel of the Civic, and as you can see, I tried to weld the tunnel already, but as you can see, there are quite a few big gaps over here. I have to be very careful with welding. It's 2.5 millimeter thick sheet metal, so it's not really thick, and the gaps are quite wide. But first, the rest of the tunnel, the front, which is the first thing we need to finish. I'm going to remove these mounts over here in order to mount the new plates for the steering column. So here's the plate. So we can also mount the steering column and the dashboard onto it. Final sheets for the tunnel are here, and we already welded in those the sides. So there's one plate left. Yeah, the final plate, which is here. Zo, hallo, hij hoeft niet van het bokje af te pleuren, hè? It's in. It is in. So the tunnel is in. So the only thing I have to do is make some triangles over here to finish it off, and yeah, to make the engine bay look nicer and close it, of course. For the finishing touch, I'm using cardboard again, and of course making a mold again, like we always do. Erwin marked from the inside out. This is how it will be. So This itsy bitsy tiny piece is going to be made out of metal. So yeah, I copied it on the plate. And let's cut it out. Here's part one. And this is the hardest part, eventually fitting it back in. As you see at the right, it's too much. At the right there's still too much metal, so I have to cut it off. And yeah, let's try and test it again. So I will be quite busy with this to get it nice and fitting. This is part one. So Aaron is going to weld it from the inside out. Hey guys, it's Saturday again, so it's time to weld again. And as you can see, the tunnel isn't completely finished yet. But I don't want to fed you guys up with all the welding work. It's quite boring. So I'm gonna skip most of the parts of it. You know how it works. It's just filling up the holes. So most of the small gaps I just used the hammer to bend it and just closed it with welding. But I can show you guys. So over here you can see it's a terrible gap. Just a triangle over here which needs to be filled. So I have to cut the sheet metal on this size, on this precise size. So this one, I simply can smash it with a hammer to close it, and after that I can weld it to close it. Here's the rest of the tunnel now. The inside needs to be welded too. This all has to be welded, and I'm not gonna fed you guys up with all of this crap. And the inside as well of the car, I'm going to do this as well. So I'm just showing you maybe a few shots, and after that I will show you the end result. Otherwise it gets too boring. So as you can see, I've welded most of the tunnel. I'm not done yet. Not even close to it, because over the gaps I need to fill in with sheet metal, or otherwise using the hammer to bend it a little bit. It's not looking very positive, so I think I should need sheet metal to close it. And over here, I don't have any light, so I've opened the garage door to see a little bit, but it's impossible to see with your helmet on and when you're welding. The thing that mostly matters is that the complete car is closed. I don't want any hole, so there's lots of work to do. I put my heater over here because it's a little bit cold. This one over here looks quite good. So I've looked around in the shop and I couldn't find any light, so I have to weld in a blind spot. And I hope I can make something out of it. Terrible. Okay, here we go. It's catching fire because it was painted originally. I have to be careful with this one. I don't want to set this garage on fire. to make this gap a little bit smaller, and I figure out that hammering and pushing wasn't the option, so I'm trying something else with the ring. Okay, this is actually the first time I'm doing this, so I've tried something with a strap, a tension strap and a ring attached to the tunnel in order to pull it a little bit closer to close the gap, and I've never done this before. I hope it works. Well, the weld is strong enough. But the car is still jack stand, so I have to be careful. Don't try this at home. Attaching the tunnel to the wall wasn't a good idea because the car was in jack stands, but I have maybe another idea. But I'm going to attach a ring to the other side of the chassis so the car won't be pulled off the jacks. Now that the ring is attached, I have to cool it down a little bit, having a little cool down on the ring, and then attach these two and pull. I don't know if I can push it, pull it a little bit further, because the other side is bending too. I have to be really careful, and maybe I can close it like this. So let's stitch. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. I'm not satisfied with the welding, but it's closed. So in the next video we will paint the tunnel and paint some pieces of the chassis which are left, and build back the interior partly, dashboard and everything. Yeah, maybe some extras, but I hope this tunnel will be done quick. Civic, kijk nou uit waar je loopt. Ga naar je band. Waar ga je heen? Ga naar je mand. So in this video I don't even know where to start because